So let's get started. First of all, you're going to want to know what the yes reflex is. I'll tell you that in just a moment. It's not magic. It just kind of feels that way sometimes, but it's nothing voodoo, nothing magic. But first of all, let's make sure that you're in the right place. Is that cool? Who should be here? This information is going to be very important to you if you meet any of the following criteria. If you have an existing product or service that you sell online, either with a video sales letter or a VSL, sales page, text normal sales page, webinar, teleseminar, smoke signals, a rose by any other name, whatever you do to sell things, if you sell things online, you're in a good place. If you are wanting to get started online and you have an idea for a product, but you're just not quite sure what's going on or not quite sure what to do, then this is a really good place for you to hang out. Or if you sell affiliate products online and want to get an edge over your competitors, a lot of people use the formula I'm about to show you to outproduce the sales pages of products that they really believe in. So they make more money and everybody's happy. Now there's another reason. If you want to start a path to what I call personality persuasion. Now, what is personality persuasion? It's a highly ethical form of persuasion that uses modalities and rapport to engage your prospect. Now, what does all of that mean? Ethical being a very key word. The difference, and please write this down, it's not on the screen, and a lot of things I will say are not going to be on the screen. They're going to be things that you're going to want to write down. There's a huge difference between compelling and coercion. So I talk about how to compel your prospects into making a decision that they've already decided somewhere in their being that would be a good decision to make, as opposed to shoving, coercing, manipulating. That's not what I do. That's not what really good copywriters do either. This is not a program to teach you to be a copywriter. This is a program, a course, if you will. In this case, it's a 2-hour webinar that's going to show you the secrets from a copywriter so that you don't have to become one. Okay, but the way that I approach copy is using ethical persuasion. And the way that you do that is through modalities, which is how we perceive things. We learn through learning modalities, and we sense through sensory modalities, and rapport. Rapport is just engagement with your prospect. Okay, so personality, first of all, refers to two things: connecting to your prospect's personality, their core values, their ideas, their already held, cherished beliefs. They've already got this stuff in their head. They don't need to be convinced that they love family, that they are spiritual, or that they are smart, or the things that they believe about themselves. They already know that they care about their health. You're just tapping on buttons that are going to push them into a certain direction that they really do want to go into. They just haven't been persuaded enough to do so. Okay? And B, using your own personality to do it. And that's very important. And one of the coolest things about what I'm about to show you is how to use simple stories and how to speak really honestly, just from the hip, so that you come across with your personality. People buy from people. They don't buy from machines, gadgets, when you push a button, this, that, or the other. They buy from people. So the more person that you can put into your personality, the better. Modalities, like I said, refers to the use of sensory language like feel, hear, see, etc., as well as learning structures. Avoid this. Here's how you enjoy this. Here's how to do something. Now, believe it or not, those categories are essential in all good copywriting. In all good sales copy, you'll see multiple uses of modalities. A lot of times, in bad copy, I'll see people using the word see all the time. See, this is what I want you to look at. See what I'm talking about right here. There's varying ways to do the sight modality, right? That's not. A lot of people aren't seeing people. They're feeling people or hearing people, and so you want to interchange all this stuff. And don't worry, I'll show you a way to where you don't have to think about this in a moment. The other is the learning structures. Some people are avoid learners. In fact, the mass majority of people that come to your website are looking to avoid some kind of pain. So you need to talk about what to avoid inside a persuasive VSL. But that's not the only thing that motivates people. Enjoyment motivates people too. So you need to talk about, hey, here's how to make this fun. Here's how to make this easy. Those are enjoyable. Those are enjoy modalities. And finally, how do you do it? What's the 1, 2, 3 step? That can be your tips. That can be your suggestions. That can be a blueprint that you give them at the end. That can be your product. Those are all modalities. And rapport is just the art of making someone feel completely understood. Now, people have heard me say this for years, but this is what I call the gold standard of marketing. If you remember anything today, remember this one sentence. Your goal as a marketer, your only goal, if you're wanting to make more sales and have happier customers, is you want to make your prospect feel completely understood. Let me just see, everybody type yes into the chat, the questions box, if you don't mind, if that makes sense to you. If it makes sense that, that making someone feel completely understood would be like automatic customer. We got literally hundreds of yeses. Okay, yeah, it sounds like common sense, but it's probably something you haven't heard said exactly in that right sequence unless you've heard me speak before. That's vitally important, and that's what we're going to talk about doing today. Now, ethical marketing. The goal here is, like I said, is to compel the prospect into taking action toward a goal or desire that they already have. Someone is hitting a site, for example, for weight loss. They already know they want to lose weight. They just don't know your new mechanism. They don't know that your particular slant on it. If somebody wants to learn how to date better, or somebody wants to learn how to invest money in the right stocks, they already have a goal to do that. So they already have some values that you already know intrinsically that they have. You're going to speak to those values and then leverage them to make your product and their values align. Now, the former, by the way, coercion, excuse me, compelling someone is an act of mutual service. When you compel someone to do something that's good for them, you're serving them and they're serving you. The latter, the coercion, is why people have an icky feeling about salespeople. That's the used car salesman approach, and that's just not going to work. Trust me, ethical marketing will win you more customers in the long run, primarily because you will get a lot of word of mouth. Now, who am I, and why am I worth listening to? And that's probably a good question to ask. People call me the sales copy samurai. I've been called much nastier things, but I'll leave with that. A wee bit about me, just to let you know who you're listening to. I started in the fitness business in 2004, which feels like forever ago, but yeah, I did. And I went on to build a 7-figure ClickBank business in fitness. And this is selling nothing but $39.95 to $47 ebooks. And this was, I'm going to give you some graphs here and show you what I'm talking about, and then show you the impact and what happens when you include this kind of stuff that I'm going to show you, these 5 steps specifically, into your marketing. I'm going to show you a graph here, and I've got ClickBank financials here. Feel free to contact ClickBank to verify this. And I was doing well when I started in 2004. I got lucky. I had one of the best internet marketers take a liking to me and said, I'm going to help promote your book. And so these were the gross sales that we made in 2004, 2005, right around 2005 at the end of that first year. And this is, if you will just follow along the years here, struggling along, kind of making things meet, kind of trying to make ends meet, was having a real trouble with my second book, couldn't get that thing to work that well. And you're saying, oh, it's $157,000, that's not bad. Well, yeah, remember we're paying out 85% commissions, okay? And then all of a sudden, if you see that little red circle, it's right around that period when I created the very first video sales letter for my book, The Every Other Day Diet. And look what happened. And that graph keeps going up all the way to 2015. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But that's just to give you an idea of the potential of earnings that we're looking at when you have really awesome copy using these 5 steps, and you're applying the sequences that I'm talking about that trigger what's known as the yes reflex. The yes reflex gets its name because you are programmed to say no. From the time you are a little baby, you hear the word no roughly 70 to 170 times more than you hear the word yes. Just think about it. How many of you have kids? Say yes if you have kids. And just think about how many times do you say the word no versus the word yes? I mean, a lot. I don't know about you. I heard it all the time. Don't do that. No this, no this. You're programmed, psychologically speaking, to say no upon command. So what we do in clever copywriting is we teach you how to engage what's called the yes reflex. We turn that reflex to say no into a reflex to say yes. And you do it using a term called agreeance. I'm going to get to you, and you're going to get your prospects to agree throughout the entire process so that you feel like you're in a state of agreeance. Agreeance is that nod effect when you're nodding your head yes, like you're probably doing right now. And nodding your head yes, I'm getting that. That's agreeance. And that's why those numbers went up so high. And there's a formula for it that I'm going to share. Now that obviously created the spike in income. And within 1 year of that, I got popular in an industry I never thought I would ever be in. I never started off to be a copywriter, which is good news for all of you who are not copywriters. I would imagine the vast majority of you are not copywriters. It's good because I don't really need to talk to copywriters. I need to talk to people like you who need the skills of a copywriter but don't want to become one and don't want to pay $50,000 to $100,000 to a guy like me to write something with this. Well, within a year of that first VSL, I ended up writing 7 of the top offers in fitness, marketing, education, and dating. And I was still saying, hey, I'm not a copywriter. I just figured out this formula that seems to work. And I reverse engineered it because I really didn't know why it was working. And that became the 3X VSL formula, the 3X method is also called. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you today, every step of it. I'm not going to share like some of the steps. I'm going to share every single step, so you're going to have to take a lot of notes. Now, that's who I am, so I'll leave it up to you to say, am I worth listening to or not? These are the people that think I'm worth listening to, the people that I have written for or who have gone through my course and that make a lot of money. Agora is a 9-figure a year company from video sales letters. One video sales letter in particular makes 9 figures a year, over $100 million. The same, PIMSOR is about a $70 to $80 million company. I wrote their first letter. Ford uses video sales letters in commercials now. If you haven't noticed that they're doing their F-150 commercials, they're using every word spoken on the screen, and that's just a video sales letter glorified. Digital marketer, Ryan Dice's company, I taught Ryan and Perry all about video sales letters, and they've been using them ever since. They came out with a little mini course on it, certainly not anywhere near as detailed as what I talk about, but enough to get some people started. And ebooks like Truth About Abs, Pandora's Box, $50 million a year dating site, my own Every Other Day Diet, The Venus Factor, which is one of the top products in the world right now. And I can go on and on and on and show you there's literally hundreds and hundreds of people that have been using this, and actually thousands of clients, to the tune of $1.2 billion as of last week. $1.2 billion with a B dollars in annual revenue generated from the formula that you're going to see. Now, video sales letters in general probably do more than that. This is all that I know. This is the numbers that I know, the insider information. I don't know everybody's numbers, and I'm not going to pad the numbers. So I could say, oh, it's probably 3 billion, but I don't know. But I do know it's 1.2. So let me save you some time. Right now, 72 out of the top 100 offers on ClickBank use the formula I'm about to share with you. Think you need it? Say yes if you think you'd like to have this formula. Okay, we're getting a lot of yeses, lots of yeses, yes, 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 yes. Hey, thanks a lot. And somebody say, I'm already a customer. Cool, thanks. Okay, yeah, 72 out of the top 100, pretty darn good. And I've written, coached, or trained using the system I am going to reveal to you today, the top offers in health, dating, finance, internet marketing, and that's what makes up that. It's now 1.2 billion as of last week. I should change that on the slide. But that's what we're talking about today. Okay, if it's a VSL, it's probably this one. I'm going to show you one more thing, then we're going to get into the teaching. I want to prove to you what I'm saying is correct. I took a screen capture of this when I originally created this program. I could have taken the screen capture of this today. It doesn't really matter because these numbers stay relatively consistent. Well, actually, to be completely honest with you, they went up by almost double just last week because there was a new letter that I wrote that came out. So these are numbers in just ClickBank. Now, if you don't know ClickBank, it's just a digital online merchant. This is the weekly. This is the sales. This is the commissions that come in to me. Okay, the money that comes into my bank automatically. This week was 17 grand. The week before that was 24/7. The week before that was 18. The week before that was 14. And I could just go on and on and on. The reason why that first week is because I snapped it right there on the very first day or second day. Now, that's pretty damn good money, right? That's pretty cool. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to enlighten you on a couple of really different things. This is only one of my ClickBank accounts. I have 12. And these are primarily the commissions earned on sales either from affiliate offers, but primarily sales earned from royalties of people paying me to write letters. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So that's the kind of money that we're talking about making as someone. If you just have an offer online, you can. I know guys that make more than this with just one offer online. Now, I have other ClickBank accounts too, but I just want to show you the one that would deal primarily with this particular niche. Now, this is also just the fitness, and I'm primarily in internet marketing. So just to give you an idea of the revenues that we're looking at possibly having for you. Now, I have to put a caveat in here because I'm an ethical dude. The stuff I'm teaching you might not make you any money at all. It might make you $1 million a day. I don't know. All I can do is say this. I'm going to give you every fair and equitable chance that I've given literally thousands of other marketers by showing you stuff that normally people pay to see. So I really hope that you use this, and I really hope that it does a lot of good for your business, as it's done a lot of good for thousands of other people. But I can't guarantee it because I don't know what you're going to do with it. You might take all these notes and go home and start watching Game of Thrones. I don't know. I don't know. You might have the weird product that I've yet to see that just doesn't work with a video sales letter. Maybe that could happen. But chances are very great that at the very least you're going to make your marketing better. Is that fair? Everybody good? Okay. Now remember, I started with nothing but a passion and an idea. Okay? Nothing but a passion and idea, and that's where these numbers come from. So before we dive into showing you what's inside Sellerator and showing you the training tools that we're going to be using to teach these 5 steps, what the hell is Sellerator? What does that mean? Why did I choose that brand? It just stands for accelerated selling. It's selling faster. And this happens for you through the use of automation, engagement, and what I call spontaneous production, as you're about to see. When you go through the Sellerator software system and it teaches you this formula and teaches you, not only teaches you the formula, as you see, it actually gives you the copy. It does so and teaches you at the same time while you're actually creating something. So rather than going through a tedious course, you're actually pushing buttons, choosing things, learning stuff, and when you're through, out comes a PowerPoint or Keynote slide that's got your VSL ready to go. So that's what I call spontaneous production. It accelerates the selling process because you just can't do this any faster. No matter how, okay, that's what I can guarantee you. It doesn't get any faster than what I'm about to show you. It is the ideal combination of short video tutorials, proprietary online software that generates what you learn into a video sales letter, and we also have personal coaching one-on-one. And the one-on-one coaching comes with our VIP thing. But that, you know, we just want to go the extra mile for those that want the VIP and make sure that you follow through. Follow through and implementation is huge. How many, just say yes and be honest. Let's just be really honest before we dive into the tutorial. In fact, that's the next slide, so don't worry. Let's be really honest. How many of you have trouble following through with stuff? Just be honest. Like you bought a course and it's sitting on your desk. How many? Okay, lots of yeses, right? Yep, me too, got it, Okay, so I have literally got right now, and this is embarrassing, I'm looking to my right and I'm looking at one of the best courses I know of for copywriting, written by a friend of mine, and I have yet to open anything more than the first DVD. For one thing, it's freaking DVDs. I don't have a DVD player. I don't know who has these anymore. But right next to it is another course that I've never opened, and on top of that is the Kindle Cashflow System, which I know is an awesome freaking course because I know the guy that made it, and I have yet to open it. So I am guilty as charged. Well, what I'm about to show you is something that's going to help you not only learn stuff, but actually do it. Because that's what we found, that software and coaching and kind of guiding you through it, man, when you do that, 80% of people get it done, as opposed to 8%, okay? A lot. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to exit the screen, and I'm going to actually take you right over into this. Just say yes if you can see the screen, please. And this is the inside of the Sellerator software. Very clean, very slick, very cool. And I'm going to go through just a brief little tutorial here on just what you would do when you get in is you would click the Getting Started menu, and you would go through these assignments and just get started. But we don't really have time to cover that today. We're just going to dive into step 1. And folks, that is the 5-step VSL process. Now, I'm going to get back over here to the PowerPoint because we got a couple more things to go over here, and then we will wrap it up with Q&A, okay? So, first of all, I know you guys aren't stupid. So you're asking yourself, what's the deal? You know there's something coming here, right, guys? You know there's something coming. What you don't know is what it is. That's the surprise. So you've seen the Sellerator. You've seen the online stuff. You've seen it in action a little bit. It's a machine that spits out words that gets cash, basically. And by now you've got to be asking yourself, how much does this cost? You know it doesn't cost 10 grand because I've already told you that. But how much is it going to cost? Because I've been throwing around some big numbers. I've been throwing around some really big numbers. Guys and girls making a lot of money, you know, and I've been told to sell this thing for a lot of money, you know, up to $10,000, as you just heard. So just relax. It's free. It's free, absolutely free, from the second time that you use it. Assuming you do it right, it's going to be free from the second time you use it, guaranteed. That's pretty freaking good, right? Now, let me tell you something. If you want to try this on your own, you can. You really can. You can start from scratch, or heaven forbid, you can copy someone else's sales page. It's one of the worst things you can do. And hoping that you find all the right trigger words that this guy probably knows that you don't, that generate that yes reflex, that turns off the no response. You can try that on your own, but you know what? It's going to make you or break you, the words. And it's, yeah, good luck with that. The words that you put on your website or video or sales page, wherever you're selling, will make you or break you. It's the words that get people to buy. It's nothing else. A sale is a very delicate thing. It really is. And there are a lot more ways to screw up a sale than there are to get it right. Sellerator allows you to save plenty of time, just really, really hours of time. But more importantly than that, it gives you a formula that's been proven to do it right over and over and over again. And words are so vital. There's no way that you should put that part of your business to chance. Just no way. Now let me give you an idea. Just last week, I charged someone actually $50,000 to write a VSL. It says $30,000. That's not true. At when I first put this up. The lowest I ever go is $30,000, but for that I get 50% of the royalties. So in other words, I end up making roughly at least a $250,000 to $2 million for a video sales letter. It's a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. So, but last week I got paid $50,000 because it's a buddy of mine. I gave him half price. My normal fee is $100,000 to write a video sales letter. Now that didn't include royalties. That's just the cash. Okay, paid in advance. Just to crank out a video sales letter. And using this formula, I did that work in a day. A day. Now I'm a professional. You probably can't do it in a day. There are people that have, but you can certainly do it in a week. And my God, anyone can do it in a month. So that's the power that we're giving you, the power to do this. Now remember, a sales letter is going to cost you at least $30,000 to $50,000, and that is with a B-level copywriter, B to A in that area. Okay, you can find copywriters that might do it for 10, but most of those guys suck. Okay, I'm just going to warn you. You would not go to a doctor and say, okay, I need you have open heart surgery. Who's the cheapest surgeon you got? Okay, that guy. Okay, now he uses a bad scalpel, but yeah, he's $30,000 less expensive, so I'm going to go with that guy. No one does this, right? Well, guess what the heart of your business is? It's your freaking sales copy. It's the heart of your business. You can't risk this. You cannot put risk in this. It's a $30,000 to $50,000 proposition. In my, because I'm one of the top guys, $100,000, not counting royalties. Do it wrong, and you're going to lose more than that. That's the key that you want to walk away from here. It's one thing to pay 30 or 50 grand. It's another thing to lose that much money and more because you don't have words to get cash working for you. Because that's what's going on. Nothing happens in your business until productive sales copy gets written. Nothing. And odds are overwhelming that if you go at this alone, you're going to screw it up. $50,000 in one use, if you want to look at it that way, that's a hell of an ROI, don't you think? I mean, when's the last time you bought a stock or bond that doubled in value overnight, right? So forget about all the amazing bonuses and incentives I'm about to show you. Just the Sellerator alone, what you've seen here so far, will pay for itself, I think, at least 10 times over. I can't guarantee that, but I can guarantee the results. I can guarantee that you will be happy with it. And if you set the goal at 10 times over, fine. I'll guarantee it. The very first time you sit down to use it, as long as you go through the course and use it right and actually put it online. That's all I ask. It will pay for itself, or I'll give you your money back. It's that serious. Okay? So again, $30,000 to $50,000. I'm going to let you write as many of them as you want using the Sellerator formula and the software for a one-time fee of $39.97 with no royalties. You don't have to pay me a dime extra. No monthly fees ever. So look, this is just way better than free, but I'm going to take it down a notch, and I'm going to give you a reason why. I don't discount Sellerator, as I said. Lamborghinis never go on sale. Over $1 billion in revenue, I don't have to. So here's what I did instead. What Ryan doesn't know is that in July, we are re-releasing Sellerator 4. And that's going to release for $4,000 to $5,000. So $39.97 to $49.97. We're still debating the price because it's going to come with a lot of the things that's actually in the software right now. Well, I'm going to give you the beta versions of everything that's already in there for $29.97. That's the price of Sellerator as is on my website. But it's going to also include what I'm about to share with you. And one thing that's going to freaking blow your mind. Now, again, this is not a discount. Think of this as a $1,000 advance. I'm giving you $1,000 out of my own pocket to advance you. Think of it that way. But this is not a discount. This is the actual price. $29.97 one time. Price will go up when we do launch, so you've got to act now. And I'm also going to give you a payment plan if you have to have it. Yeah, you pay more. $397 a month for 8 months. It's an installment plan, and that will give you the same lifetime access. It does not give you all the bonuses, but it will give you the same lifetime access to Sellerator. So the price will go up, and so will the monthly price in a matter of days. So here's what's going on. I want to show you just a couple testimonials. First guy, this guy about Hit Flexibility Solution, did 110K his first launch, steady sales since then. 110K just right out of the bat. Kurt Malley, one of the best Facebook guys out there, brought in 300K this year, part-time and counting. Notice these are Facebook clips, so you know that this is legit. Here's an iPhone clip that I got. He just took one thing out of the course, 40K the first week. So we're talking about some really powerful sales tools, wouldn't you agree? Now, if that's all that it did, it would be better than free. And honestly, this is an insane value. However, I am going to take this an incredible step further today because what I want to do for that $1,000 differential, That's the cost of our VIP program. It's going to be the cost of our one-on-one coaching, and I'm going to give it to you for free. Today, it comes with the VIP private one-on-one marketing and implementation coaching. This is not group coaching. This is personal one-on-one coaching with the team that coaches Tony Robbins people. Maybe you've heard of Tony Robbins. Have you heard of Jay Abraham? Yeah, same coaching team. We hired those guys. These guys are badasses. And what they do, you don't need help with copywriting. This is not copywriting coaching. This is implementation and business coaching. They will go through and find stuff that you will never think of. I'm telling you, this is unbelievable. The best thing that I can give you is accountability. And if that's all these coaches do for you, awesome. They will hold you accountable. They will hold your hand to get it. They will make sure that you get this done. Okay? These are high-caliber coaching pros, by the way. These aren't like people sitting in Indonesia that don't speak English. These are people here that are business and marketing experts, and they're trained to do one thing, other than get you off your butt and get you going, to help you find the revenue you didn't know existed. They will help you with your online funnel. They will help you get started. If you haven't got a product, they will get you in gear. They will keep you committed through the entire process. I've seen too many people go through this and seen the value. The $2,100 that we're putting into this for you today, you're not paying that. This is a no BS price. You call these people up, it's $2,100 minimum for 4 calls. Giving it to you for free to make sure that you follow through. Why am I doing that? I lose money on this, by the way. I really do. I do this for 2 reasons. Number 1, our refunds are cut in by 2/3 because people get better results. And number 2, word of mouth. So I'm being greedy. I want more word of mouth. Number 3, I actually love to see people succeed. I really do. Call me a geek, but I really love to see you succeed. So I want to give that to you, plus 4 free gifts that's going to accelerate this even further. Remember that group thing I talked to you about? I want you to have a group that's really amazing. I want you to be a part of the Copy Posse on Facebook. It's almost 1,000 people now. It's almost half of our members are in this group, active every single day. These are men and women doing exactly what you do, like-minded entrepreneurs who understand you. They appreciate what you're doing. They're out there with you doing battle in the mean marketing streets, and they want to share their knowledge, intel, copywriting experience with you, camaraderie, cooperation. We're talking about partnerships formed in this group. Oftentimes, we've had several multi-million-dollar deals made in this group. It's just the way things work. Now, you can get your answers within minutes. You don't have to wait for a support answer. Get your answers from other marketers. Now, people have made, like I said, millions being in the posse, but when we give it to you for free, it's a lifetime free access. That's your first free gift. The second free gift, maybe you're wondering if you're ready for this. Am I ready for Sellerator? Is it too advanced? I mean, I don't even have a product. I mean, I kind of do, but maybe not. Well, guess what? Now you're going to have one in 28 days. One of my favorite products I ever created is called the 28-Day Product Creation Formula. Guys, remember those ClickBank pictures I showed you? Those were all ebooks. I created a formula for creating ebooks and videos, and I can do this in 28 days from concept to cash. Meaning, I will dream it up in my head on day 1, and on day 28, it's making money. And I walk you through every single day of this course in 4 videos. It's a $9.97 value. 997 value, 28 days flat, and even if you sell a service, you ought to be productizing your service, by the way. This material will show you how to do it. So if you don't have a product, or if you just want to make your next product that much easier to create, you're going to freaking love this bonus. And let me tell you, I created 9 fitness info products, and I did my last 3 internet marketing products, which did over $7 million in sales, and people paid me to make the product. How would you like to get paid to make your next product? I show you how to do that inside the 28-Day Product Creation Formula. That alone is worth much more than the cost of Sellerator, giving it to you for free. Third free gift, my $100 million Conversion Secrets Seminar. What is that all about? I wish you could have been there. We sell this for $19.97. This is 8 hours of footage. You will be a fly on the money wall as I reveal the most advanced conversion tactics ever to a secret group of 32 of the top marketers in the world. This was held in Connecticut at boardrooms, offices in Connecticut, and some of the top marketers in the world, that's why we call it $100 million, because that's how much money was sitting around that table. I analyzed their video sales letters and their sales pages. We're talking about Agora Financial. Just them alone is $100 million, just Agora Financial. We're talking about Tim Schmidt. We're talking about Pandora's Box. We're talking about some of the top marketers in the world in that room, and I go through their offers. Joe Barton, Barton Publishing. Right now they've got 3 offers, killing it on cold traffic. That stuff happened in this room. Why on earth would you not want to watch 8 hours of this? Because it will transform the way that you look at marketing. I'm giving this to you for free, $19.97 value. So let's just total this up real quick. Right now we got $19.97 for the 100 million conversion secret seminar, $1,000 for the Sellerator special bonus. I'm giving it to you out of pocket. The lifetime is priceless. There's no charge for that. $9.97 for the 28-day product creation formula, and that one-on-one marketing implementation VIP package, $2,100 brings our total to $7,691 in actual package value. Okay, this is actual package value. Look. Here's the deal. Don't let your greed glands get the best of you, okay? I want you to truly realize that this is one of the most generous offers that you've seen on the web for one of the most important things that you will ever need. But don't get involved with this if it's just going to be another string of long wishes, wish-filled moments where you just wake up and you go, oh, wow, there's actually work I have to do. Oh, crap. I thought there was a button to push. If that's you, nothing personal, but I really don't want you as a customer. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but that's not the customers I'm looking for. I only want to work with people who are going to be super successful, period. That you have the dedication to say, this is happening for me, man. I've drawn the line in the sand, and I am going to make myself as successful as I can be. People with character and commitment to meet me halfway, because I'm giving you tons and tons of passion and tools and all the copy, but you got to meet me halfway and go through it. That's all I ask. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. Your results are guaranteed, as you're about to see your money back. We know the stuff works, like I said, to over $1 billion. But I am willing to extend you and meet you halfway if you're willing to do the same. Is that fair? And I'm also going to give you a 30-day unconditional guarantee. If you don't see the results you want, if this is not the easiest way you've ever seen to create a video sales letter, and I'll go ahead and say it, even if you can't open it on your iPhone one day, oh, can't open it on my freaking iPhone. I actually write video sales letters on my iPhone now because why play games when you can play a money game? It's a lot more fun to play a money game. So whatever the reason was, just go ahead. I'll give you your money back. So why not take advantage of that trust? Why not take a look-see? Why not experience some of the money-making excitement that people are raving about instead of just sitting on the sidelines? It's the worst place to sit. Ben Pottinger got off the sidelines, and check out what he did. 1,399% back on his ROI. That's the first VSL he put up. Took him 2 weeks, very part-time. These are just, I could pull literally hundreds of these. I could go on and on. Now Badass, one of the top dating products on ClickBank, went from $50 a day to being the top product on ClickBank for many years and one of the top multi-million-dollar dating products of all time. And all of it using this formula. Again, a reminder, $30,000 to $50,000 on the table. You either spend that with a guy like me or you lose that and a lot more by not having copy. I can't help believe that you're smarter than that, and you can see that we're talking about a fraction of that kind of deal, and I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional guarantee. So meet me halfway. Don't be insane. Go to Sellerator.com/Ryan. That will give you Ryan's. This is the discount that Ryan is. And I want to say discount is actually not technically a discount. I'm just giving you $1,000 in extra stuff. Okay, Ryan. /Ryan. Sellerator.com/Ryan. That's Sellerator.com/Ryan, and that will give you that $7,000 plus in those free gifts and savings. And remember, this does end in days because we are going to take the price up when we come out with Sellerator 4, and you are grandfathered in, by the way. When Sellerator 4 comes out, you don't pay another penny for Sellerator 4, so that's an awesome deal right in and of itself. Now, one last thing before we go off the air and take your Q&A. I saved one of the best bonuses for last, a surprise bonus. Traffic. Remember when I mentioned traffic is stupid unless you have a sales page? Well, now it's not stupid because you're about to have the most awesome sales page you've ever had. So you're going to want to know how to drive traffic to that page. I'm going to give you all 10 issues of Traffic Pros. These are over 12 hours of interviews with the top traffic people in the world, free traffic, cheap traffic, and paid traffic, all three. And they will teach you everything from YouTube, Facebook, Google, Twitter, you name it. We got every pro you can think of with some tricks that will just blow your mind, So that's what I've got for you today. Now, before we get to the Q&A, let me just end by saying this. Look, if $29.97 or 8 installments of $397 a month is one of those things that you have to go beg your neighbor for, or you have to talk to your significant other because, oh my gosh, I'm afraid we're going to lose our house. Look, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this isn't the thing for you. Granted, I had a guy say once that, look, I sold my car to get this, and then he sent me a picture of his new car, which was awesome. But I'm not suggesting you sell your car. I'd really like to make this as easy as I can for you, and I think I've done that. But if that's not you, and you feel comfortable making an investment in your business today, why not cash in and get that extra grand, grab all these bonuses and the Traffic Pros, which is only available on the live replay here as we're live. It's only for fair. Grab the Traffic Pros for this $9.97 bonus. And listen, don't just sit there. Nothing happens until copy gets done. Nothing. Don't be sitting here a year from now wondering why you're not further ahead financially, wondering why your family doesn't have the good life they deserve, and still blowing money on stupid products that just don't work. And this is something that's been proven to work time and time and time again. And if you happen to be one of those people that are just, you're in one of those soul-sucking jobs and you want to create something online, then at least we've given you the great tools to do it. You've got the 28-day product creation formula. You'll have the traffic sources. You'll obviously have the sales copy. This is a product that accelerates your wealth online as best and as humanly possible. That's the bottom line. So why not you? Why not you? Go to Sellerator.com/Ryan, and I will meet you there. And we will give you the best price you'll ever see this at, $29.97, to get you all the bonuses. You can also get the easy installment plan of $3.97 a month. That does not include the $100 million conversion secret seminar. It does not include the traffic bonus, but it does include the other bonuses. So those are your options. Sellerator.com/Ryan, and we are ready for Q&A if you are Ryan.